march to order.
Mr. Chair, I move that we dispense with items number 2 and 3 of our order of business today.
It's been moved by Councilor Radok, seconded by Councilor
I second.
Ranoy, that the Councilor De Leon to suspend item number 2 and 3. So, any objection? Hearing none, the said 2 items are dispensed. Madam Secretary, please conduct the roll call.
The presiding officer, Vice Mayor Jose Antonio Miguel Y. Perez.
Present.
The presiding officer pro tempore, Councilor Apollonia G. Bacay.
Present.
The majority floor leader, Councilor Cirilo Biradok.
Present.
The minority floor leader, Councilor Oscar A. Buling.
Present.
Councilor Caroline D. Sison.
Present.
Councilor Michelle S. Segondera.
Present.
Councilor Roselito O. Fontelera.
Present.
Councilor Verna S. D. Rabago.
Present.
Councilor Proville Iranoy. Councilor Dalia M. De Leon.
Present.
Councilor Alfred Felix E. De Castro.
Present.
Ex-officio members, Liga ng mga Barangay President Raul B. Bacay. Ang panlunsod na Federasyon ng Sangguniang Kabataan President Loverly Bernabe.
Paano kung mawala naman ako rito?
13 members of this August body responded to the call, sir.
13 members respond to the call and have certified the presence of quorum. We may now transact official business. So we have a short agenda for today. Madam Secretary, before we approve the agenda, any unassigned business?
There are 2 unassigned businesses, sir. The first item is the proposed resolution number 2021-51. Resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the special purpose appropriations amounting to 851,678 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2021. And item number 2 is the proposed ordinance number 08-2021. Proposed ordinance providing for the protocols in handling children, including those in distress situations in need of special protection, children at risk, and children in conflict with the law during the implementation of community quarantine in the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Any unassigned business po sa mga kasama po natin sa sanggunian? To our fellow councilors? Wala po? Okay. Councilor De Castro, is there any motion?
Mr. Chair, I respectfully move that the agenda for today's session, including the unassigned business, be approved by the August body.
It's been moved by Councilor De Castro. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Sison, Councilor Raul Bacay, Councilor Rabago, Councilor Segundera, Councilor Apple Bacay, and Councilor Proville Renoy for the approval of the said agenda. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said agenda is approved. So, adoption, next item, Madam Secretary.
Adoption of the journal and minutes of the Sangguniang Panlunsod regular session held on March 16, 2021.
Any motion? Councilor Segundera is recognized.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move for the adoption of the journal and minutes of the SP regular session held on March 16, 2021.
It's been moved by Councilor Segundera. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Cirilo Radok, Councilor Rabago, Councilor Sison, and Councilor Fontelera for the adoption of the said journal and minutes. Any objections? Amendments? Hearing none, the said journal and minutes are adopted. So, before we proceed, I believe we have a guest. So, any privilege speeches po muna? Meron po bang gustong privilege speech or gusto po mag-launch ng inquiry or comments sa mga nangyari po sa lungsod? Any updates po na gusto po nating hingan next week para i-invite sa sanggunian? Meron po ba? Any concerns? Problems? Wala po. Okay, so before we proceed to our reference of business, I believe we have a guest para hindi na mag-antay na matagal. Madam Secretary, who is our guest? And shall we, unahin na po natin if there will be no objections.
Sir, we have a guest for the proposed resolution. which is a resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Francis Celeste to enter into a memorandum of understanding by and between the local government unit of Alaminos City, Pangasinan and the National Nutrition Council for the implementation of the Totok Kainan program, which aims to provide supplementary food assistance to both pregnant women and undernourished children 6 to 23 months old in the city of Alaminos. For this item, we have our city nutritionist, Madam Virginia Francisco.
Mr. Chair, I move that we suspend our interim rules to accommodate our guests.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirilo Radoc, seconded by Councilor Bernabe,
I second.
and Councilor De Leon for the suspension of the rules to accommodate our guest today. So please welcome our guest, Madam Virgie Francisco. Ma'am, magandang hapon po.
Hello, good afternoon po.
Ay, yes, who's this?
Yes, in behalf po of Ma'am Virgie, I'm Jessa Marie Ramos po from the nutrition section of the City Health Office.
Hi, Jessa. Good afternoon. May video kayo? May video ka?
Meron sir, wait.
Sige, on mo na lang para ano. Sige, okay lang, Jessa, kung wala. Yan. Ayan.
Okay po. Sorry, nandito po kasi kami sa vaccination site.
Oh, it's okay. Nag-start na ba?
Good afternoon po.
Na-vaccine ka na?
Yes po.
Okay. Sige.
Katatapos po actually.
Ganun ba? Oh, sige. So we have here a resolution regarding Tutok Kainan. Could you give us a brief background for the August body to know po about the program and kung ano ba yung magiging counterpart natin dito?
Okay po. Bali, Tutok Kainan po is under the initiative of the ECCDF1K, the Early Childhood Care and Development for the First 1,000 Days program po ng National Nutrition Council ng DOH. So ito rin po yung parang COVID response ng NNC. So magkakaroon po ng dietary supplementation feeding for the vulnerable groups po, like the pregnant women and 6 to 23 months old po na preschool children sa selected areas po in the Philippines. So isa po yung Pangasinan sa area na napili, wherein ang covered po dito sa atin is 6 to 23 months old po na children. Sa ibang areas daw po kasi in-implement yung pregnant women. So dito po sa atin, 6 to 23 months old children lang po yung covered. We have master listed po na 49 wasted and stunted po na 6 to 23 months old. From 19 barangays po yan, sir.
Okay. Mga ilang tao yan?
Then yung ibibigay po sa kanilang 49 po na preschool children.
49 only?
Yes, sir. Kasi ang pinamaster list lang po kasi nila is the wasted, severely wasted, stunted, and severely stunted children in the city.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes po. Bali, yung commodities po na ibibigay nila is from the FNRI technology adapters po, pero hindi pa sila nagbibigay ng specific na item na ibibigay nila sa city. Then, it is which will be delivered in the city by schedule po. Then, ang gagawin po is via text to limit po yung paperworks and interactions po na pagpunta nila dito for monitoring.
Okay. So, any questions from the body?
Mr. Chair.
Councilor Rabagos, recognized.
Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Ito bang program ng Tutok Kainan? Meron ba tayong duration of period?
Meron po, ma'am. The Tutok Kainan po will be implemented for 180 days feeding po ng mga bata. That will be 6 months feeding
6
po.
6 months. Okay.
Any other questions? Councilor De Leon.
Yes
Ito
po.
pong 49 children po per barangay lang po ito?
Yes, ma'am. 19 barangays po. Based po
so
siya sa
49
result po
children.
Yes, ma'am.
49 children per barangay in 19 barangay. Clarify lang po.
49, yes po, 49 children po in the whole city po. From 19 barangays po sila.
Konti lang, konti lang.
Konti lang.
Yes po. Kasi yung mga severely malnourished lang po, mga wasted, severely wasted, stunted, and severely stunted lang po yung sinama nila sa master list.
Any other questions before I ask my questions? Okay, kung wala na. Ma'am, I just want to ask, kasi nakalagay ito sa number 3, that provide counterpart funding for the implementation of the program, specifically cooking condiments, materials, utensils, transport. Saan ba manggagaling yung pondo na ito, ma'am? Would you know kung saan i-charge? Or sa pondo ninyo?
Ano po? Baka po sa nutrition fund, sir.
Sa nutrition fund na lang. Basta sa pondo na lang.
Oh.
Kasi dito rin sa number 6,
yes,
issue an executive order, ordinance resolution providing for the institutionalization of these funds to be sustained in the ECCD F1KD intervention. So for example, gusto ng ating committee chairman na palawakin itong program na ito at kumbaga hindi lang ito for 49 kids or hindi lang ito for 180 days, pwede nating pondohan to annually. So siguro pag-aralan din po ng office ninyo kung magkano ba per head yung gagastusin, per kid, magkano ba yung gagastusin for the 180 days para just in case we decide to institutionalize this, pwede nating mapondohan. Andiyan naman si Councilor Season and ating
Bali, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Bali po, depende po, based po sa orientation from NNC, yung per day po na budget nila for each child is 23 pesos po.
Per day?
Yun po yung nasa, yes sir, a day.
Okay.
So, tingnan po namin kung paano po natin siya mapapalawak na mas marami po yung coverage in the whole year.
Yes po. Okay. Sige. Yun na lang po. Napaklarify na lang po yung ating source of fund. Tapos yun lang naman. Any other questions? Wala na? Okay, with that, thank you very much, Jessa. At ingat dyan. Happy vaccinating.
Okay pa. Thank you po.
Sige. So, we will now lift the suspension. Any other guest, Madam Secretary? Wala na.
Thank you po.
Wala na po, sir. Wala na.
Wala na. Okay. So, we will now lift the suspension of the rules. So, what is the pleasure? Councilor Season?
Yes, Mr. Chair, regarding the said proposed resolution, I move that the said resolution be elevated to our business of the day for deliberation.
It's been moved by Councilor Season and seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor Radok, Councilor Daunbakay, Councilor Dali De Leon to include the said resolution in the business of the day for deliberation. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said resolution is included in the business of the day. Next item, Madam Secretary, item number 1 under proposed ordinance.
I go to the proposed ordinance for first reading. Proposed ordinance number 07/2021. Proposed ordinance reclassifying portion of a parcel of land owned by Rael Kits Corporation, represented by Milagros Ferrer, covered under tax certificate of under transfer certificate of title number 027-202000314 and tax declaration number 2018-33-02 420 containing an area of 2,500 square meters situated at Barangay San Vicente, the city, from agricultural use to commercial use.
Councilor Joselito Fontelera, the chairman on land use. Shall we schedule a committee hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. We set April.
Councilor Jojo, did he say a date?
Yes, sir.
April 7.
April
Chairman.
7. Okay, April 7. What time po?
10:30.
10:30 a.m. Councilor Fadilera scheduled sa committee hearing on April 7, 10:30 in the morning regarding the said ordinance. Okay, so ordered. Committee hearing is set on April 7, 10:30 in the morning. Next item, Madam Secretary, unassigned business.
I proceed to the unassigned business. The first item is the proposed resolution number 2021-51. Resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the special purpose appropriation amounting to 851,678 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2021.
So we have here a partial list. Nakita ko naman, it's all assistance to the barangays.
Nabasa ko rin, Mr. Chair, I move that the matter be elevated to the business of the day for deliberation later.
It's been moved by Councilor Cirilo Rodoc, the Chairman on Finance, seconded by Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Season, Councilor Rabago, Councilor De Leon, to include the said resolution in the business of the day for deliberation. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is included in the business of the day. Next item.
Proposed ordinance number 08-2021, an ordinance providing for the protocols in handling children, including those in the street situations, in need of special protection, children at risk, and children in conflict with the law during the implementation of community quarantine in the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Councilor Season, shall we schedule a committee hearing?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that we calendar committee hearing on April 9. Kaya pa, ay wala pa nagpas.
Holiday yan.
Holiday.
Holiday po ito.
April 7. Sa 8 po kaya? April 8, Madam Sec, okay na po kaya yun?
Yes, ma'am. Okay lang po.
What time po? April 8?
Ano po? 10 o'clock po.
Ano yan, Consi? 10?
10 a.m. po, right?
10 a.m. Okay. Councilor Season, Chairperson on Social Welfare, scheduled sa committee hearing on April 8, 10 o'clock in the morning. So ordered. So next item, Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to committee report. The first item is joint committee report from the hearing held on March 12 regarding the proposed ordinance localizing the provisions of Republic Act 11313, otherwise known as the Safe Spaces Act in the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Yes, committee hearing was conducted on March 12, 2021. Present were City Councilors Dalia De Leon, Apollonia Bahay, yours truly, and the representatives from the City Legal Office and City Social Welfare Development Office. Okay na po ba? Maingay po ba?
Okay lang, narinig namin. Okay lang.
The hearing was conducted based on the request of the local executive department to localize Republic Act number 11313, otherwise known as the Safe Space Act of 2019. Matters taken during the said hearing with the committee's recommendations and suggestions were as follows. Under Section 6, granting the City Transportation Regulation Unit the authority to cancel the license of violators for tricycles instead of the LTO, and for public utility vehicles, the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board suspend or revoke the franchise of transportation operators. Under Section 7, change the word disciplinary action to appropriate action or intervention as provided under RA number 9344, otherwise known as the Juvenile Act of 2006. Under Section 8, adopt BILG guidelines. Section 13, the penalty provided under Section 11, A, B, and C of RA 11313 for a group of acts violated where the penalty imposed was more than 1 year imprisonment or a fine of more than 5,000 pesos must be followed. However, the Sangguniang may modify the penalties provided in the same act where the penalties imposed thereof neither exceed 1 year imprisonment nor a fine of 5,000 pesos. The basis of the Sangguniang in modifying penalties in the said act was provided in Section 30 of RA 11313. The full text of Section 30 reads, nothing in this act prevent LGUs from coming up with ordinances that impose heavier penalties for acts specified herein. The committee came up with the suggestion not to limit the localization of the act to Article 1 only, but also to include the entire articles of RA 11313, the Safe Spaces Act. So recommendation, in view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report, and the committee suggested that its recommendation be incorporated in the proposed draft. And Vice, to calendar this for a public hearing na rin po on April 18. Wait na po.
Councilor Sison moves for the adoption of this committee report and schedules that the suggestions and the items talked about be incorporated in the draft, and the public hearing be set on April 18.
No, Vice. April 21 po pala. April 21.
Sorry, April 21.
At
May
9:30.
holiday yata yun? Holiday ba yan?
21 po.
Hindi ba?
Hindi
pala. April 21.
April 21 at 10 a.m. po.
10 o'clock in the morning in the Plaza Enrique Braganza. Any objection?
Yes.
Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and the public hearing is set on April 21, 10 a.m. at the Plaza Enrique Braganza. Please invite our civil society organization members and of course, our legal officer and all the people concerned regarding the said order.
Yes.
Next item. Next item, Ma'am Luz, nakamute po kayo.
Before we proceed, sir, I just want to inform the body na may naka-schedule po tayong public hearing sa April 18 po, 10 o'clock din po ng umaga. So nagko-conflict po doon sa ordinance ng children, handling ng children. Yung financial assistance po to para sa frontliners, naka-schedule po public hearing April 8 at 10 a.m. din po.
Isang araw lang. Ilan ang naka-schedule sa araw na yun? Isa, dalawa?
Isa pa lang, sir.
Anong oras?
Pero pareho silang 10 o'clock, sir.
10
o'clock in the morning.
Councilor Sison, are you amenable to schedule this at 11 a.m. para diretso na po tayo?
Yes,
April what? April ano yan?
April 8, sir. April 8. 10 o'clock po yung naka-schedule na dati.
Opo. Ma'am, kaya po ng 1 p.m.?
Yes, ma'am. Okay lang po.
Para minsan na po.
Wait lang.
1 p.m., sir.
Doon tayo sa safe spaces muna. April 21 kasi yung sinet ni Ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay lang po yun.
Okay lang po.
Okay na yung April 21.
Yes, okay na po.
Ano yung may
ang inaayos natin, sir, na nag-conflict yung nasa unassigned business,
okay.
which is the protocols in handling children.
What time do you want that? Kailan na? April 8 din, pero 11 a.m.
At 1 p.m. na lang po.
1 p.m. Okay.
1 p.m.
Okay. So, linawin ko lang for the record is yung Safe Spaces Act, public hearing April 21, 10 a.m. Plaza Enrique Braganza. And yung under unassigned business, yung handling of children. Committee hearing ba ito? Committee
yes,
hearing
sir. Committee
on
hearing po.
April 8, 1 p.m.
Okay po.
Okay. So, ordered. Next item.
Second item is joint committee report from the hearing held March 15 regarding the review of Barangay Supplemental Budgets 2021 and SK Annual Budget 2021 of the following barangays, of 16 barangays: Kayukay, Amanjego, Balayang, Balayadan, Bulanoy, Dulacak, Linmansangan, Palamis, Pangapisan, Pandan, Pugo, Polo, San Antonio, San Roque, Santa Maria, and Telbang.
Mr. Chair, may I be allowed to just read the dispositive portion of the report? Anyway, we have all a copy of the written report. In view of the above findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of the committee report and the same subject matter be elevated in the business of the day for its approval and the adoption of a resolution declaring valid and operative the subject barangay at SK budget as mentioned in the report.
Ano ba yan?
It has been moved by Councilor Cirilo Radoc for the adoption of this committee report and the said item
Kasi
being included in the
tinitingnan ko
business
dito
today.
kasi.
Any objection? Hearing none, the
Ay,
said committee
yes,
report is hereby
10 AM na
adopted.
naman.
And
11 na natin ito.
and the said item be included in the business today for deliberation. Next item. Ma'am Secretary, you have a concern?
Sir, kasi again, nag-overlap na naman po yung public hearing sa April 21. May naka-schedule na naman na public hearing regarding the amendment sa Comprehensive Transportation and Traffic Ordinance on April 21 at 10 o'clock in the morning. Na-schedule na naman po yung isa, yung...
Ilan na yan? Ilan na yung sa 21?
Isa pa lang naman po, sir. Yung sabay kasi ng oras, sir, Safe Spaces Act, 10 AM din po.
Okay lang, sino ba to? Councilor?
Pero yung 11 o'clock po yung next.
Gusto
mong
gawin
ko lang 11 o'clock po.
Baka hindi umabot kasi ano ito? Mahaba
matagal ito.
Transportation.
1 na lang
Matagal
after
ito.
lunch. After lunch.
Sige po,
Para
Vice.
doon na tayo mag-lunch. Oh.
Apo.
Okay lang.
Sige po.
Okay lang po?
Okay lang.
Sa inyo?
Yes po, Vice.
1 PM.
Councilor Radoc, Councilor Verna, okay lang sa inyo?
Okay lang po.
Okay lang po.
Okay lang.
Okay. So, yung safe spaces 1 PM, April 21. After nung 10 AM na traffic code. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Joint Committee Report from the dialogue held on March 15 regarding the observance of weight capacity limit of Muna Pangapisan Bridge.
Councilor Fontelera.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The dialogue was conducted March 15, 2021, President to Councilor Radoc, Bernardo, and Frederick Castro. Also in attendance were the representative from the Engineering Office, Deputy Evaluators, and the representative from the Barangay Council of Muna and Pangapisan. The core of discussion during the hearing was centered on the necessity of joining of the owners, operator, drivers of cargo transport vehicles to observe the weight capacity limit on the Muna Pangapisan Bridge. The Office of the City Engineer Office, which conducted the ocular inspection, has presented through Engineer welcome badge finding as follows: carriageway slab, enforcing steel bars, top and bottom exposed due to scaling. To be visible crack on girder beams due to wear and tears. The protection wall due to the crack on the apron of the bridge was moving, and concrete covering of the reinforced loaded for removed due to the salt water exposure old age of the bridge. Suggestion: make signboard only light vehicles can pass. Joining all cargo transport vehicles to serve the bridge's weight capacity limit. Conduct monthly monitoring of the said bridge, touching the open floor of the bridge, and to replace the bridge. Finally, committee suggested adoption of the specific resolution requesting DBM Secretary Wendell Abisado for the focusing the Muna Pangasinan Bridge. Recommendation: in view of the above stated finding, the committee hereby move for the adoption of the committee report and the adoption of the SP resolution requesting Secretary Wendell Abisado of DBM for the focusing of Muna Pangapisan Bridge. Sure.
Councilor Fontelera moves for the adoption of this committee report and to propose a resolution requesting Secretary Wendell Abisado of DBM for the concreting of the Muna Pangapisan Bridge. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and the said resolution be calendared for first reading. Meron naman tayong resolution, Ma'am Luz, para meron na tayong sinubmit regarding Pangapisan Bridge. Wala pa ba?
Pa-check ko, sir, saglit.
Oo, kung meron na ba tayong propose regarding...
Pa-check na po, meron na tayong request sa BBM sa Muna Pangapisan, concreting ng Muna Pangapisan.
Parang
meron na ako, sir, naalala.
50 million ata, parang naalala ko parang 50 million ata. So, okay naman maghanap pa natin ng pondo yan, Consi. Consi Jojo, na-discuss nyo ba kung anong gagawin? Kung isasara ba nila or...
Sir, nag-usap-usap ng sa committee hearing. Sir, abang wala pa yung pondo, ayusin yung butas, sisimento, tapos paglalagay ng tile, iwan pa yung metal po. Kasi kausap ko sila, Engineer Roel Camba kanina, ginagawa pa yung program of work na.
Okay.
Saka sa Jesus or yung signboard, nasabi ko na rin.
Pero bawal lang dumaan yung mga asin.
Elf na lang, sabi ng barangay
Elf na lang.
Ni Kapitan po, sa Pangapisan.
Actually, that was also my suggestion. No? Instead na gumawa tayo ng ordinance, mas magandang yung barangay yung gumawa ng ordinance kasi siya yung magre-regulate kung ano ba yung pwedeng dumaan doon, siya rin mag-enforce. Actually, it can also, parang sila yung mag-enforce noon. Siguro we can just suggest to them or we can guide them kung paano nagagawin yun. Kasi sila naman may alam sino yung mga dumadaan doon na mabibigat. Sila rin mag-monitor. Kasi eventually, kung di nila babantayan, masisira.
Dami natin yung request sa DBM.
Sige. Ma'am Sek, paano? So we just wait for the program of work. Yes, Ma'am Luz, meron?
Sinesearch pa nila, sir. Hindi ma-search na yung meet.
Okay. Sige, later na lang natin yung action to. So for the meantime, the committee report is adopted and then the proposed measure is calendared for first reading in our next regular session since wala pa po yung program of work at saka chine-check pad nung ating secretariat kung meron na tayong resolution tungkol dito. So ordered. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Joint Committee report from the hearing held on March 16th regarding the proposed ordinance amending the penalties imposed under City Ordinance Number 2009-04, otherwise known as the Comprehensive Fisheries Code of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan of 2009.
Councilor Ranoy is recognized.
The committee hearing was conducted on March 16, 2021. Present were Councilors Alfred Felix de Castro, Michelle Segundera, and Raul Bacay. Also present were the representatives from the offices of Treasurer, Accounting, CPDC, and Agriculture. The overall President of PARMC, Mr. Sopronio Bacay Sr., after a brief introduction of the above subject matter, LBP Raul Bacay related that the common clamor of most coastal fishermen was on the penalty to be imposed on the later when they apprehended for violating the city fishery ordinance. Further, LBP Bacay stressed that our fishermen sought the aid of this august body to lower the penalty imposed in the said ordinance, and these fishermen believed that the penalty was so sweeping since the same did not contain graduated penalties such as first, second, and third offense. This scenario is exemplified in Section 80 of City Ordinance Number 2009-04 and read as follows. Section 80, ban on fishing in fish sanctuaries, mangrove, reforestation areas, and other declared marine protected and reserved areas. It shall be unlawful for any person, natural or judicial, to conduct fishing activity in fish sanctuaries, mangrove, reforestation areas, and other declared marine protected reserved areas. Violation of the provision of this section shall be punished by a fine of 5,000 pesos or imprisonment of 1 day to 6 months, or both such fine and imprisonment of discretion of the court that the catch shall be confiscated, and the gear and vessels used in fishing shall be impounded and shall only be released upon order of the proper court and payment of corresponding penalty. Impounding and other fees thereto shall have been made. With the foregoing, LBP Bacay suggested that the same section be amended to contain a penalty to first, second, and third offense, and the amount of fine should be applied among the offenses correspondingly. However, Mrs. Shirley de la Cruz is espoused that the suggestion would lead to habituality on the part of the offender with the tendency of repeating the same act on account of the lesser amount of fine imposed. Mr. Milbert Ferrer explained that the sea is common resource, and this is the reason why forbidden fishing activities at the sea like illegal fishing must be met with stringent consequences. In addition, he pointed out that if somebody will fish inside the protected area and the fishing vessel is unregistered and unlicensed, he will be fined in the maximum amount of 5,000 under Section 90 of City Ordinance Number 2009-04. In view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of its committee report and recommends that the proposed measure be deferred for further study, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, it has been moved by Councilor Robin Renoy, the Chairman on Agriculture, for the adoption of this committee report and the said item be archived. Deferred ba? Archived natin?
Deferred, Mr. Chair.
Okay, hanggang kailan po? Meron ba tayong date? Wala naman.
Wala po.
So let's defer this indefinitely. So just parang archive na rin siya for further study until we see the said study kung anong kailangan gawin dito. So any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and the said matter be archived for further study. May concern lang ako dito, Councilor Cap Bacay. Gets ko, naintindihan ko yung mga sinasabi po ng mga fishermen, no? Kasi, agree ako dun sa point ni Ma'am Shirley na maximum dapat yung penalty. Kaya ang suggestion ko dyan dati kay Sir Milbert, dapat ayusin nila yung mga boya kung saan ba talaga bawal mangisda. Kasi I think yung mga boya natin na nagmamark kung saan pwede at hindi pwede mangisda, parang hindi malinaw eh. Kaya yung mangisda, pumupunta doon, hindi niya alam na bawal pala doon. Hindi ko lang alam kung ganoon rin po yung nararanasan po ninyo.
Yun, Mr. Chair, may
yes po, you're recognized po.
Ganoon na nga yung nangyayari, Mr. Chair, na alam ng mga fisherman po natin na illegal po yung mga pangingisda sa loob. Hindi naman talaga sila pupunta doon. Ang problema lang yung mga nanguhuli, siyempre, lalo na gusto lang nila na sila ay sinasabing active o para mayroon lang silang may report. Yun ang ginagawa nila. Nanghihila na yung mga apprehendin natin para lang mayroon lang silang may report. Kawawa naman yung mga fisherman natin.
May accomplishment, parang gano'n.
O yung accomplishment lang nila.
Pero yung yung mga boya ba, malinaw ba kung saan?
Walang buya, walang buya, walang signage na bawal dito, wala po. Yan lang lagi kong question kay...
Siguro pwede tayong gawa tayo ng resolution na lagyan ng boya yung mga identified marine protected area para alam naman nila kung saan hindi. Kasi syempre, pag ang lawak-lawak na ng dagat, hindi na nila makikita kung yun, di ba?
Yun na nga, Mr. Chair. Kawawa talaga mga mangingisda po natin, Mr. Chair.
Siguro, for the meantime, Councilor Raul Bacay, we can propose a resolution na na maglagay, na i-make sure rin ng agriculture na lagyan ng boya. Kasi issue na yan dati, may nahuli sa pandan, parang tinulungan natin kasi yun nga, hindi daw niya alam na
Tilbang, wood, lukap ang Mr. Chair, ang lagi nilang inuuli. Legal naman yung kwan. Yung pinakakon namin, yung legal naman yung mga kwan nila, pangingisda nila. Iyon ang mga inuuli nila.
Kasi yung isa pa, I mean, if the body will indulge me also for time, na may mga nakausap din akong fishermen na sabi nila, complain nila allegedly for informal dialogue, sabi nila, ang mga taga-Alaminos daw, hindi daw po pwedeng mangisda sa anda or kaya sa swal.
Yun na nga po.
Inuhuli daw sila. Pero pag yung mga taga-anda or swal ay nangingisda sa Alaminos, po pwede. So yun po yung parang igiging issue natin na bakit ganun, di ba? Parang ganun. Oo.
Yun na nga nangyayari, Mr. Chair.
Kaya I think we have to...
May recognize, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Councilor.
Yung sa sinasabi niyong hindi sila pwedeng mangisda sa anda, kay Bulinaw. Pwede silang mangisda, Mr. Chair, dahil may binigay silang allotment ng mga fisherman natin dito sa Bulinaw. Kasama dyan yung si Captain Biason, alam ko.
Na parang
pero may 60 fisherman lang yung pwede doon. 60 na boat.
Mr. Chair, may I? Actually, sa Bulinaw, actually pwede. Pero sa anda, hindi pwede. Sa Swal, hindi pwede. Kasi kahapon, yung mga kumukuha ng pana-pana, si Urchin sa amin, hinuli. Okay. Pinagbayad ng 4,500 sa Swal.
Siguro i-revisit natin yun, no? Kung paano ba, kung pwede silang mangisda sa atin, sana pwede rin tayong mangisda sa kanila kasi yun yung complaint ng ibang fishermen natin na parang nawawalan sila ng lugar na pwede silang mangisda. So anyway, sige, we move forward. Okay. Next item, Madam Secretary. Siguro discuss natin yan some other time pag at least na bring up po ngayon. Madam Secretary.
Next item is the joint committee report from the Anbang hearing held March 16th regarding the legislative inquiry on the clarification on the requirements for registration of motorboats to Marina.
Madam Secretary,
yes, sir.
Sige, ako nang babasa ba?
Anbang, sir?
Ikaw na lang.
Sige, sir.
Kahit yung
findings and conclusions na lang, sir.
Dispositive portion na lang kasi may kopya naman
tayo.
Yeah, actually, this was an Anbang hearing. Lahat naman tayo nandun. So, alam natin yung nangyari. So, nandito rin naman, posted rin naman sa ating website, social media itong committee hearing. So, committee report. So, siguro yung recommendation na lang, ako na lang magbabasa.
Sige, sir.
So, in view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and requesting Marina to post within their office the amount of fees to be paid by an applicant. So, i-archive na rin ba natin ito? So, can anyone move?
Yeah, I move that we delete from the calendar the matter, Mr. Chair.
Okay, so it has been moved by Councilor Cirilo Radoc. Any second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilor De Castro and Councilor Ranoy for the adoption of this committee report. And to our secretariat to list down yung mga ni-request natin sa kanila, which if I remember correctly is ipaskil doon yung mga kailangan bayaran. Yes, para sir. Alam nung mga magbabayad kung magkano nagbabayad nila. At the same time, balikan tayo ng Marina kung papayagan na ang gagamiting bank account is yung doon na lang sa
organization nila.
Doon sa ano na lang, association na lang nila. So with regard to this committee report, may I also ask the secretary to just post it doon po sa ating social media just in case someone wants to read it. Okay. So any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted and the said item is deleted in our agenda. Next item, Madam Secretary.
Joint Committee Report of the Joint Survey of Barangay Pandan Foreshore Area held on March 18, 2021.
Councilor Season.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The activity was supposed to be conducted last March 18. Present were the representatives from Senro, Engineer Merlin Pereira, Ernesto Salino, Marlo Tinco, Forester Melanie Marino, Jerome Bukat, and Punong Barangay Timoteo Hiron. The activity was scheduled purposely for the conduct of survey in the foreshore area and salvage zone along Bolo 2, which is the subject matter of an issue brought before the August body. But due to the lack of representative Mr. Gregorio Lacuata and the absence of a copy of the title of his property to serve as reference in the conduct of the survey, the committee, with the concurrence of the DNR representatives, decided to reschedule the conduct of the survey on April 7, 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning. To serve as basis for the DNR representatives to request for the approval of their official travel on the said date, they requested that a resolution requesting the DNR forester representative to conduct the rescheduled survey be furnished to their office. The committee also requests that Mr. Lacuata be notified on the matter and to send his representative with a copy of the title of his property adjoining the foreshore area, which is the subject matter of the issue, purposely to serve as further reference in the actual conduct of the survey. The presence of the Punong Barangay and Barangay Kagawad sa Barangay Pandan on the said activity is also requested. In view of the above stated findings, the committee hereby moves for the adoption of this committee report and the survey be rescheduled on April 7, 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning. The committee further moves that the August body adopt a resolution requesting that the DNR to allow their surveyor to conduct the actual survey.
Okay, Councilor Season moves for the adoption of this committee report and to calendar resolution under business of the day and to request for another.
Yes, request for another survey. Request the DNR to allow their surveyor to conduct the actual survey.
Okay, so lagyan natin sa business of the day yan. Any objection? Hearing none, the said committee report is hereby adopted. And another committee hearing will be set on April 7, 2021, 9 o'clock in the morning. Please invite all those concerned and a resolution be included or proposed in the business of the day today for the request to survey by DNR. Okay. So ordered. Okay, next item, Madam Secretary.
Now we proceed to the business of the day. Under new business, we have the second reading of an ordinance reclassifying a portion of land owned by Cheryl Bautista Latorre, containing an area of 1,000 square meters situated at Barangay San Vicente, the city, from agricultural use to commercial use, primarily for the establishment of a gasoline station.
Any motion?
Mr. Chair, I move that the said matter be scheduled for third and final reading on the next session, considering that all the requirements upon perusal thereof has been duly complied and submitted by the applicant to the Secretariat, Mr. Chair. So I move for a third and final reading on said matter on the scheduled hearing or session.
It's been moved by Councilor Alvin Felix de Castro, seconded by Councilor Fontelera, Councilor Rabago, Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Raul Bacay, Councilor Dalia De Leon, and Councilor Pobel Renoy for the to calendar the said ordinance for third and final reading in our next regular session. Any objection? Hearing none, the said ordinance is calendared for third and final reading in our next regular session. Next item, Madam Secretary. Before we proceed to... Go ahead. Third and final reading.
Sir, new business pa po tayo. So, the next item is a resolution authorizing City Mayor Art Brian C. Celeste to enter into memorandum of understanding by and between the local government unit of Alaminos City, Pangasinan and the National Nutrition Council for the implementation of the Tutok Kainan program, which aims to improve supplementary food assistance to both pregnant women and undernourished children in the city of Alaminos.
Councilor Applebakay or Councilor Season, anyone?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Councilor Season, you're recognized.
If there are no comments regarding the said resolution, I move for its approval.
It's been moved by Councilor Season, seconded by Councilor Applebakay, Councilor Second, Councilor Alfred Felix de Castro, Councilor Dalia De Leon, Councilor Michelle Segundera, Councilor Bobby Renoy for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution approving the additional partial list of specific projects funded out of the special purpose appropriations amounting to 851,670 pesos of the City of Alaminos for calendar year 2021.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the proposed resolution unless there are objections or contrary comments.
Been moved by Councilor Cirilo Radoc. Any second? Seconded by Councilor Fondelera, Councilor Rabago, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Segundera, Councilor Ranoy for the adoption of the said resolution. Councilor Season, Councilor Bernabe, Councilor Applebakay for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Resolution declaring valid and operative as a whole the Barangay Supplemental Budgets 2021 and Annual Budget 2021 of the 16 barangays mentioned in the committee reports.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the proposed measure unless there are objections or contrary comments.
It's been moved by Councilor Radoc, seconded by Councilor Raul Bakay, Councilor Season, Councilor Rabago for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
Third and final reading of the ordinance.
Before we proceed, I think there is a resolution proposed by Councilor Carol.
Yes, sir.
Emanating from the committee report.
Yes, sir. Meron na pala.
DENR.
Resolution requesting that the DENR for their forester to conduct the actual survey of the foreshore area in Salveson of Barangay Aboloto, Barangay Pandan on April 7, 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, Mr. Chair. I move that the said resolution be approved.
It's been moved by Councilor Season, seconded by Councilor Segundera, Councilor De Leon, Councilor Applebakay, for the Councilor Bernabe for the adoption of the said resolution. Any amendments? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Kap Bakay, Councilor Ranoy, okay lang gawaran tayong resolution dun sa Boya? Para meron tayong file. Councilor Raul Bakay, Ma'am Luz, yung kanina emanated in also from the committee report requesting our city mayor through the agriculture office to make sure that the protected maritime areas and non-fishing zones are properly identified by putting Boya. Ano ba English? Buoys for the siguro kaya mo magka-signage doon. Paano may tarp.
Suspended sa hangin.
Siguro boya na lang muna tapos additional na lang yung ano. So yun, resolution requesting City Mayor Art Brian Celeste through the Agriculture Office to properly identify the protected maritime zones by
delineate na lang kaya.
Delineating. Working title para maganda po yung resolution natin. Basta palagyan natin ng boya para ma-identify ng fishermen na bawal doon. Kasi minsan hindi na nga nila nakikita siguro. At least yun muna yung first step natin. So it has been moved by Councilor Raul Bakay, seconded by Councilor Probel Ranoy, Councilor Rabago, Councilor Season for the adoption of the said resolution. Any objection? Hearing none, the said resolution is hereby adopted. Next item.
To proceed to the third and final reading. The first item is third and final reading of the ordinance establishing or creating a food bank in the city of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and providing guidelines for the operation thereof.
Any motion? Who's our sponsor?
Kuya tayo. I move for the approval of the proposed ordinance, Mr. Chair.
It has been moved by Councilor Sirido Rodoc, our majority floor leader. Any second? Any co-sponsor? Seconded by Councilor Dalia De Leon, Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Secundera, Councilor Season. For the enactment, did I say Councilor Apple Bacay? For the enactment of the said ordinance. Any objection? Amendment, discussion, hearing none, the said ordinance is hereby enacted. Next item.
Third and final reading of the ordinance establishing the Sisterhood Twinning Committee and providing guidelines for the Sisterhood Partnership for the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, and other local government units.
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that the matter be scheduled for another third and final reading next regular session. I have not read the final draft of the ordinance.
Okay. So, it is, hindi pa na ipasa yung draft sa inyo? Yung third and final reading, di pa?
Wala, hindi pa nababansin.
Di pa. Sige, Councilor Sirido Doc moves to calendar for another third and final reading in our next regular session to make sure that the two proposed ordinance were intertwined and consolidated together. So ordered, the said ordinance is calendared for third and final reading in our next regular session. Marinela, pwedeng pa bigay kay Councilor Redoc yung final draft natin. Thank you. Next item.
Announcement, reminders, if any.
Any announcements po? Reminders. So, re-remind po natin, kakanta po si Councilor Redoc at si Councilor De Leon ng duet.
Kailan po? 27 yun?
Kailan po ang awarding natin, Councilor Season?
Hello, Vice?
Kailan po ang ating awarding?
Kailan po? March 27?
Ng amateur singing contest po? Sorry.
Councilor Carol, pwede bang yung local piece ang kakantayin nung mag-audition doon?
Pwede.
Kasi yung nagpapareserve ng slot niya na contestant, Ilocano daw ang kakantayin niya. Ang title yung Itong Kick Mo. Kaya i-reserve na lang ulit yung slot ni yung contestant ko, si Jenny Antantolino, ha?
Ay, grabe ha. Dual siya, dual multi-talented ha.
Miss 100 Islands, virtual talent search. Ito na naman, singing contest.
In Ilocano.
Ang kantay niya, Itong Kick Mo.
Okay.
Baka gusto niyo po mamasyal po ngayon, mag-start na po yung elimination na.
Dadaling ko yung contestant ko.
Sa 27 po yung grand finals. Sana makapunta rin po.
Kasi Lord Dalia, yung lyrics ng kanta natin. Kunin mo.
Yan.
Ano na yung title, attorney?
Yung Sinta.
Itong Kick Mo.
Kinta?
Sinta.
Kinta.
Sinta.
Sinta. Okay.
Kaya mo yun.
Sige.
Sige.
Councilor Apple Bacay, Councilor Verna, Councilor Loverly, baka gusto nyo rin kumanta. Councilor Michelle, baka gusto nyo sumayaw.
Bye.
Dance number. Hello, kamusta kayo? So any announcements po? May mga kwento ba?
So announcement lang, sir.
Guys.
Yes po. Councilor Apple Bacay.
Yung tungkol doon sa vaccination na dumating sa Alaminos. Bali 200 yung dumating ngayon. So 100 yung mababaksinan ngayong araw, ngayong hapon. Tapos bukas 100 ulit. Pero lahat po yun ay frontliner. Doctor, nurse, mga sa CHO natin.
Anong binigay? Anong vaccine? Astra? AstraZeneca ba?
Astra at saka yung isa.
Sinovac.
Yung isa.
Sinovac yung isa. Tapos, lahat po ng government official and government employee po ay nasa 7th priority list tayo.
Ano?
7th. Yes. Meron kasi parang ginawa si DOH na sino mauna, di ba?
Oo, meron mauna. So number 7 po tayo.
Layo pala,
Oo, pwede pang malalaman natin kung ano yung mga adverse effect sa kanila. Titingnan natin kung pwede ba tayo magpa-vaccine o hindi.
Tama.
Oo.
Tsaka magkakaroon din tayo ng mga bagong rules sa mga nakikinig po sa atin sa Facebook. Abangan po natin yung announcement ni Mayor na magkakaroon po tayo ng bagong rules dahil nga yung sa ginawa ng IATF na NCR+. Bawal maglabas-pasok sa NCR plus Cavite, Bulacan, Laguna, and Rizal. Yung 4 na yun.
So, sa lahat po ng counselors na gustong makita kung paano gagawin yung pagbabakuna, bukas po 8:30 in the morning sa Children's Park.
Ayun, maganda rin makapunta tayo para makita
para ma-witness natin kung paano nila ini-inject doon sa mga frontliner yung bakuna po.
Si Councilor Ranoy ata is nagtatampo kasi gusto niyang mabakunan.
Gusto niyang mauna.
Walang magpabakuna dyan.
Pwede bang manood? Hindi ba contaminating yan?
Pwede
pong manood pero limited lang. Tayo lang pwede. Oo. Pero hindi pwedeng
hindi ba contaminating yan?
Hindi. May meter kung hanggang saan ka lang. Ganon. Kaya marami makikita mo. Kaya makikita mo doon, may mga tali.
Pag live vaccine kasi contaminating yan eh. Kumbaga parang binabaksin sa mga manok. Kapag hindi mo pag may mga sobra, hindi mo ma-dispose properly, makukontaminate yung mga manok na hindi na-vaccine. Kaya hindi ba kaya contaminate sa atin yan pag hindi pa tayo na-vaccine tapos pupunta tayo doon?
Siguro hindi naman.
Basta proper distancing lang.
Oo, may distance.
So may invitation po tayo from Councilor Carol and Councilor Apple para po sa ating vaccination and singing amateur contest.
Wag na kayong manood dyan. Kung ako, wag na kayong manood kasi babaksinan nila kayo pagdating ng araw.
Pero parang pupunta ka Councilor Apple, pa-cover
kahit hindi tayo kahit gusto natin magpa-vaccine, hindi tayo babaksinan kasi hindi pa naman tayo nakalista. Nasa number 7 tayo.
Kaya nga pagdating ng araw.
Pagdating ng araw. Kung meron pa. Kasi wala pa talaga tayo para sa atin eh. Wala pa talaga.
Hindi ako natatakot dun sa kung meron pa, baka ihinto yan kung may mangisay dyan. Pero wag naman sana, di ba?
Oo.
Pero yung iba daw may effects eh. Pero yung iba wala, yung iba meron. Kaya i-observe din natin, no.
Kasi ang kumakalat ngayon na balita, may adverse effect daw yung AstraZeneca.
Oo, meron nga.
Iba, I think
yun yung na yun.
At least number 7 tayo sa priority list ng government. So makikita pa natin kung ano yung mga adverse effect ng mga naunang na bakunahan. Makapili tayo.
Kahit gusto natin, syempre unahin po natin yung ating mga healthcare workers at the same time yung ating frontliners. Kasi sila yung talagang araw-araw na nakaharap at
agree ako diyan kasi pag nakikita ko yung mga frontliners, yung mga health workers, parang alien yung nakikita mo pag matalang nilang nakikita.
Pero rin natin, i-encourage din natin sa mga kababayan natin na magpa-vaccine sila eventually. Siguro tingnan lang natin kung ano yung magiging effects. Of course, ito huwag natin sila takutin. Okay? So, no more announcements?
Sir, meron po.
Yes, Ma'am Luz, last announcement.
Natanggap na po natin ang copy ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan Resolution number 311-2021 declaring ordinance number 2021-03, an ordinance amending section 2 of City Ordinance number 2020-19 granting concessions to the rentals of commercial stalls owned by the local government unit of the City of Alaminos, Pangasinan, enacted within the conferred powers of the Sangguniang Panlunsod. Yun lang po.
Okay.
Bawasan mo 1,000 yung report.
Our sponsor,
Bawasan mo ng
Councilor Cyril Radok, congratulations. So, to our secretariat, please make sure na may post po natin yan sa ating Facebook page. At the same time, i-cover rin po ng ating secretariat yung vaccination bukas with Councilor Apple Bakay. So, with that, wala na tayong announcements. Councilor Verna, any motion to adjourn?
Yes, Mr. Chair, if there are no matter items to discuss, I move for the session be adjourned.
I second.
Okay. It has been
all of
Councilor Verna Rabago strongly seconded by Councilor Oscar Boling for the adjournment of today's regular session. I now call this regular session adjourned. Thank you po. Picture po tayo. Picture po tayo, Uncle Oscar. Picture. Lapit po kayo.
Picture ka na, picture.
Oh.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you po sa inyo.
Anak, sa ano ito?
See you soon.
Bye. Ay, kailan ang next session ulit natin?
Ano yung...
Next week, Tuesday. Pwede paki-off po yung live.